me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Welcome back, everybody, from a much needed little break after a very dramatic and exciting finale at Phoenix. We are back for our all-star race. Double the prize money, double the fun, I'm hoping. Doing things a little different here today. I'm gonna try the online way to do things, which means I can implement cautions whenever I really want. We're here for the open. Go to the info tab here. You can see we got 20 laps here to decide who of the 33 drivers is going to advance to our all-star race here in the open. I'm going to throw a caution about halfway through. I got road course yellows on, so we'll minimize the amount of time we're under caution. They shouldn't need to pit for fuel or anything like that in the open. So it's all down to the drivers and a little bit of luck. You can see damage is realistic, so pretty much any type of accident or contact could end their chances of making it into the all-star race. Top 10 will advance. So we're pretty generous here with the all-star race. I mean, only 13 drivers qualified. So we got we'll have a field of about 23 going into the main show. And not a guarantee your team's going to be even in the all-star race. I know last season I was pretty generous with who was able to make it. Not so much this year. Basically, it's going to pretty much be like an exhibition race. So it doesn't matter how many trucks you have in the all-star race. It's just pretty much whoever finishes highest on your team, that's the amount of money you get. So let's get into it. Unfortunately, I'm going to skip right to qualifying. I can't skip qualifying, so we're gonna have to wait 8 minutes here. I'm going to kind of give you guys a little bit of an update on what's happening. So after maybe we should just do random grid. Whoever's watching, if you guys don't feel like waiting 8 minutes, just let me know. I'll skip right through it. But whoever, maybe it's the all-star race. We can probably skip. I'm gonna just talk a little bit though. So basically, we are going to go ahead with the driver contracts. So how it's going to work is you will now be able to, or sorry, you will be required to sign driver contracts going forward. There will be a penalty for breaking contracts. So if you sign a driver for let's say 3 years, let's go with 3 years. If you sign somebody for 3 years, he's your driver for 3 seasons basically. And if you choose to break that contract, the earlier you break that contract from signing, the higher the fee will be to break that contract. So just for a very rough example, say a driver costs about 15K per race. If you sign them for 3 seasons, that's about 17 races a season. You're basically signing a contract for $255,000. I'm not saying you're going to have to pay for all of that, but there will be a fairly substantial penalty for breaking a contract that early in his agreement. So it'll be less. I mean, if there's only a couple races left in his contract, if you choose to break it early, that that will be obviously a little bit less than what the 3 years penalty, but that's how it's going to be. I'm going to cap the driver contracts. I haven't decided that yet. Maybe 3 to 5 seasons max, just to keep things fresh and exciting. You can do rolling contracts, but you're going to be paying full price for the driver. The longer the contract, the better deal you'll get for the driver. I'm basically going to make it a percentage discount based on how many years you sign him for. So give or take that. Contracts for sponsors, I'm gonna nix that just because I'm gonna just try this out first and see how it goes. If you guys like how it is, maybe we can do contracts for sponsors next season. But just for the sake of more simplicity, we'll just do drivers. I think everyone kind of wants to do random. Well, I don't know, Keith, you're gonna have to walk me through how to do this offline because I haven't really played too much around with it. We're gonna do random qualifying. All right. So Makarov on pole. I was actually a bit surprised to see that he was in the open. He's been usually pretty good lately, especially later on this last season, but that was kind of a shocker to see Makarov in there. We got Grace outside front row, Shetner third, Adrian Wright up in fourth. Looking at Lucas Montoya making the top 10 there. That's not bad. I know it's random, but still better to have a good starting spot than not. See a couple of the guys that were struggling to make the field. Lily Holmes was a big shocker for me as well. I had to actually double or triple check that she didn't win a race this season. That was unbelievable. Just had the worst luck, but got the cue to start. The engines don't have to do that 5-minute skip. Really, Jess, you you not know how things work in NASCAR. You don't need to. If you're not in the open, that's a good thing. You'll be in the All-Star race. So we're gonna do 50 laps in the All-Star race. I think it was the exact same last season. 50 laps. So I'm gonna break this down halfway around lap 9 or so. We're gonna throw the yellow. If there isn't a yellow already pretty close to the halfway marker, I might just let it go. But yeah, so the All-Star race is gonna be 3 segments. So 50 laps. We're gonna do 15, and then the final 20 laps will be all for nothing. Actually, no, sorry. I 20, 20, and 10. That's what I was gonna do. My mistake. So the first 2 segments are a bit longer, and then we'll have a nice little shootout at the end. So go through the field. Not much has changed in the painting department for these guys, but we do have a new ride here. Special all-star paint. Got more of a Dale Earnhardt theme back on the number 3 truck. Caterpillar allowing Weber to make those adjustments and throw tribute to what I would assume is probably his favorite driver. 20 laps for the All-Star Open has begun. Top 10 will advance. Gotta remember to throw that caution halfway through. I'm not used to doing that. Baroff out to the early lead. I'm hoping all these trucks make it to the end. My testing, it was it was a bit of a bloodbath some races, so hopefully this one is rather clean. They're already 3 wide halfway through this 3-mile track. A lot longer than Daytona or Talladega. There's Lily Holmes right there, the shocking entry. To impress her owner, who is watching closely right now. He'll already be in the All-Star race, getting a very shortened truck season, winning twice. We'll expect more from his young female driver. Christian Grace now looking for the lead. Gonna get a push from Gordon here on the low side. And Keith, I tried to do that race.lp file removal, and man, that was a clusterfuck with this track. I don't know what it was. They can't get off the turns. Turns 2 and 4 were it was a disaster, let's put it that way. Otherwise it would have looked like oh, and Tristan Grace already in the wall. Looks like Ben Gordon got involved there, and oh my god, total chaos. We'll see what happened to Tristan Grace. Actually, his truck doesn't look too bad. Looks like the 21 of Powell is smoking. Let's go back and check that replay out. That looked a little bit unexpected. Just getting tightened up before the corner. This looks like it's probably going to be the best view. It's like the 33 and the 2 got together initially. The 2 just kind of drifted high. I guess he was called clear, and just that could not have happened in a worse spot in this field, collecting so many trucks. And then just the aftermath of all that. Yikes. And the worst part about this is the pace speed I've adjusted to 100 miles an hour, so they're not going to have a lot of time to get these trucks fixed and back out on the track. Makarov still in very good shape right now. We see some DNF starting to roll in. The 83 of Cole has retired. Powell, we saw smoking. She is done. The number 3 of Weber done. 24 of Gordon is done. The 9 of Ramirez. Looks like all the Jarvie Motorsport trucks were involved in that wreck one way or another. So that brings out our first caution, and this will be the driver's only chance to pit. Looks like we're going to have a couple takers here. Maybe just a quick top up of fuel. I know under green flag conditions the fuel window was about 22 laps for the truck series, so I guess this is more of a conservative car, a conservative pit stop than anything. Quick dash of fuel, I would assume. See, the 41 has some repairs to get fixed. 39, looks like that 45 might have some damage as well. Was Lily involved in that one, Matt? I don't think I saw her, but she is taking a long time on those right sides, so it looks like they're fixing something. Don't worry, if you stay on the lead lap, you'll be okay. There will be one more caution, at least. 44, heavily damaged. Sam King coming off a... I guess it would be somewhat of a disappointing rookie season. Got Ivan Wright. Doesn't look too badly damaged. If they were damaged, they fixed that well. She was, I guess, that 3-4 aftermath. The 89 we saw hit the 2 car as well. So he looks okay. We'll be going green. We're not green already. These guys are still trying to catch. I think I need to slow down the pace car for the Xfinity, or for the All-Star race. I think that's just a little too quick, I think, for road course caution. They had no chance to catch up. Yeah, I will adjust that. I'll slow it down just a hair. But as it is now, looks like the 42 of Virginia Brock is leading this one. And this field is very spread out now. I think we might have a green flag run all the way to lap 10. 85 losing some ground there, making a pit stop. And some spots. He's 11th. This field is very spread out now, so I think we got about 5 grueling laps of boredom coming our way. Unfortunately, sorry guys, I was just trying to make this race a little bit too efficient. But at least we got the top 5 all kind of nose to tail there. Including Carson Hubbard, 33 of Banks. The 80 car of Baker. That's nice to see him up there. It's nice to see all these guys running well. I know the Open is just some of the drivers that haven't won a race, but it's got to be a good motivational boost for these guys running well in any race. So we got our top 5 all here. Cut line is 10th, so let's go back a little bit. Looks like the 18, this group here, is the final transfer spot as it is, but don't worry if your driver is below there. There will be an opportunity to catch up. It's an interesting angle. See those 3 there, Makarov, Dennison, and the 45 of who's that, Peterson, all kind of running in tandem. The 8 and the 43 getting together, and that's going to heavily damage Yoho and Shetner. That was an unnecessary collision. That was heavy. Looks like those two might be toast. Wow. Well, this will bunch the field up. Looks like the 8 just kind of merged up a little bit. Maybe a little bit squeezed because of the 18, and then just they hooked together, and that inside wall is very punishing for those drivers that hit it. Looks like there was no other cars that got involved there, thankfully. Just an isolated incident. We will go. This is our leader here, I believe. It's like that 2 car kind of playing off factor. 33 is leading right now, so they'll be probably going to the backstretch to collect the pace car. Are we even going to have 10 finishers is my next question. Was there no caution for that? Oh, there was no caution. Well, I'm glad I caught that because I would have let this go. Okay, so no caution from that incident. That kind of sucks for some of the field there, but it is what it is. Looks like the 41's just gonna lose a lap before the competition caution comes out. Can the 34 stay on the lead lap? They're doing, looks like they're doing laps of around 57 seconds. 34 should have about 10 seconds in hand. Oh, no, it's about 3 seconds now. Wow, you lose a lot of time in the draft if you're if you're a little damaged. 41 car is staying with these guys, so maybe the 41 can get back on the lead lap. We're on lap 9, so I am going to throw this yellow, and we'll re-rack them, and we'll go under a quick caution. 41 really trying to get back on the lead lap. Ah, looks like he's going to get pinched from the 34. That 80 car looks like he will be unpassable for the 34, or for the 41, sorry. So unfortunate for Foster, but good motivational boost for Baker and Cole, who will cross the line here 1 and 2 comfortably, as the rest of the field is starting to pass the 34. There we go. Quick caution, little break. We'll go back racing on lap 11. Hopefully the field can catch up. 96 was very close to... Oh, 96 was already a lap down. Looks like the 88 and 23 were the luckiest dogs in the field. Now, can they catch... Can they catch the leaders in time is the question. They'll be doing, I think they're doing around 170, 185-ish on the straights. Pace car's doing around 100, which I'm going to lower for the actual All-Star race because this seems a bit too fast. Getting PTSD flashbacks of Banked Iowa from the online series. You guys all were watching that race or partaking in that one. That was a bit of a shit show with the pace car. Go Montoya on the backstretch, it looks like. Pace car is coming off turn 4, so I'm thinking it's going to be close, but he should be able to catch the rest of the field. Montoya right now 14th, so doesn't look like he has too much damage from the exterior side of things anyway. And looks like the 23 and 44 are going to make a pit stop. The 23, that is a bad call in my opinion. Here is our pace car. Pace car is just going into turn 1, so Montoya will catch. Not sure why these guys feel the need to pit so frequently. I have it on 1 times wear, but whatever. All right, let's see what's happening. We got Woodward up on the front right now. We got Hubbard in second. He's been up at the front most of the race. Going green next time by. Looks like Montoya has taken over third now. He'll be in a nice pack. And 93 on the lead lap. He is. So he'll come out fourth. Neil Gill coming off a strong finish at Phoenix. 41 unfortunately just barely went down a lap. Bit of a bouncy there. Not sure these drivers are going to be able to catch up to the rest of the field. The two truck is a little slow. But let's go. Pace car is in. Your green flag racing again. Got 10, or I guess 9 laps to go now. Set ourselves up for a nice wild finish. Hubbard to the lead. Foster looks strong. It's very unfortunate he lost that lap. I think he could have easily contended for a win. There's McAvoy. Sitting in the top 5 right now. 93 still in it. We got the 45 up there. That's a great run for Peterson. And the 43 is back on the track and very slow. This is going to get interesting. Oh, and Woodward gets collected there. And the 39, heavy front end damage. Caution is back out now. Oh, that was bad for the 13 and even worse for the 39. Looking just to make the show. Excuse me, just to make the show. Woodward doing a superb job of saving it. Fortunately, he'll have some damage he'll probably need to fix now, but damn, was that ever a good save. You can see the bumpers all smashed in. Greg causing mayhem with that wounded truck. He might still even make the show with this top 10. We are live now, by the way. Caution is out. Pace car is just waiting for the field to pass the start finish line, and the 80 will come out up on top. Hubbard second, McAvoy third. We got Noah Cole, or sorry, Daniel Banks in fourth. Daniel Gill fifth. Lewis Peterson in sixth. Woodward still showing seventh, but that will likely change. 42 of Brock in 8th. The number 18 of Wright, and rounding out the final transfer spot is the 99 of Billy Sharp. So it'll be interesting if Woodward needs to pit here. I think his race might be done. 42 looking in great shape. This is your final transfer truck right now as it is. The 99. 23 of Francisco Guerrero. Some little bit of damage there, but again, if these guys don't need to pit, I think they're in great shape. We got about minus the 39 truck. We'll have about 13 trucks on the lead lap. Not sure what happened to Montoya there. He lost the pack again. Likely needed to pit. Coming to the green for some reason. Guys are very pit stop happy. Hubbard coming down pit road now. Guys seem to be mixing the strategy up more than they need to. 5 laps to go. Not sure why they're pitting. So it definitely shakes the order up quite a bit. I think I'll turn the pace car speed down to about 80. Just give these guys a chance to fix some damage under caution, and also kind of make them go by a little quicker as well. So very eventful open race so far. If you're just joining us, it's been a lot of carnage and mayhem, and yeah, a few caution flags for accidents, one for competition purposes. Got about 5-6 laps to go, 5 to go when we hit green flag conditions. Woodward back out on the track again. Dennison's chances of making the All-Star race unfortunately look like they're finished. But that 41 looking very strong if there's another big collision that involves, you know, maybe 4 or 5 trucks. I wouldn't put it past him on making the All-Star race. I think it's very possible. That's why you got to watch these things till the very end. If I had to bet right now with 5 laps to go, I'd say the 41 makes it. All right, hopefully the final restart, but who knows. Baker takes the restart. 41 looking to maybe even get back on the lead lap if there's another quickie yellow. This could also work it out in his favor, just getting back on the lead lap the hard way. McAvoy staying with Baker. We got Banks going with Foster. Foster now temporarily unlaps himself. Foster starting to walk away a little bit. And these guys, while they're fighting 3 wide for the lead. Baker's just going to get wrung out here on that high line. There's nobody with him. Let's take a look and see where our 10th place driver is. Final transfer spot. 85 was 9th last time by. Looks like the 93 holds the final transfer spot with the 0 of Hubbard looking to take that away. Then quite a ways back is the 88. I guess the 88 must have some damage because that's two restarts in a row. He just has not been fast. But that could also work in his favor as well. You know, being away from this massive pack could bring out a caution and damage some more trucks, make them DNF or even be too slow. Foster now back a lap down. McAvoy holding the lead. Banks following closely. Looks like the 80 and the 42 teaming up on that low line. Nope, 42 goes back high. McAvoy leading this one with 3 to go. Comes Foster on that low line. Sees it's moving. Tries to jump down and get himself back into contention to get back on the lead lap. If a caution comes out now, I think unfortunately that would be the race. 80 struggling to find a good drafting partner on that low line. Looks like the 85 of Makarov is going to go with him, but the majority of these trucks are staying high. The 18 kind of scraping the wall there, sparks flying. Man, I tried to look for a good night version of this track and there is none. The night version was basically the day version with a night sky. It looked very weird. There were shadows. And the 41's gonna take himself out of contention here. Really don't know why these guys feel the need to pit so much. Go 80 back to the lead. Makarov holding his own up high. 7 truck is with the 85. 33 is with the 80. That low line is faster in the turns, but back on the straightaway, you get the momentum and the huge runs off on the high line with that extra speed. Brock going 3 wide. 2 to go now. McAvoy trying to go under the 33 of Banks. Looks like our final transfer spot is going to be between the 93 and the 0. Other than that, that's pretty much all the competition they have. One of these trucks is not going to advance. Will it be the 93 Galiza Racing entry or the 0 Flow Car entry, who is potentially in his last start? Hubbard, not exactly the strongest performer for that team right now. With the truck program closing shop at the end of this race, we will see what happens. Flow Car is going cup racing. Here we go, final lap. 33, 3 wide, 7 no help on the low line. Looks like it's the 80 and the 85 for the win. Here we go. I'll go to the transfer spot when these guys cross the line. 80 comes off and they're all gonna jump down low. But it's gonna be the 80 of Baker who takes the win. Here we go. Final transfer spot is the 0 in place right now. 93 looking low. Gonna be very hard without any help. Looks like Hubbard is going to get into the show. Does so on the last lap, and good things too, because they passed some slower trucks. That would have killed his momentum. but that also helped him stay fast off that corner and make his way into the All-Star race. So that was that. We barely had any finishers here. Quite a few DNFs. Looks like we had about 11 trucks not finish this one, and only 13 were on the lead lap. So pretty wild stuff. But I'm gonna write down our transfer drivers now and take a quick intermission, and we'll get things set up for the All-Star race. Remember, 50 laps and 3 segments, so let's get into it. I'm going to take a quick intermission, and I'll see you shortly. Okay, think I got everything set up. I had to restart the game and everything because I had to adjust the pace car speed down to 80 miles per hour. But here we are, 50 laps, all-star race, 3 segments. Going to be 2020 and 10 to bring us home. We got 23 trucks on the roster for this one. Going to be quite wild. Realistic damage is on. We didn't have too many finishers from that open race, but the transfer drivers are the 80 of Charles Baker, 85 of Makarov, 33 of Banks, the 7 of McAvoy, 18 of Adrian Wright, 42 of Virginia Brock, 45 of Lewis Peterson, 99 of Billy Sharp, 23 of Francisco Guerrero, and the final transfer spot went to Carson Hubbard, who just barely beat out the 93 of Daniel Gill. And here we are. We had 13 drivers previous to the Open who qualified. Those are, of course, the 61 of Chris McRae, our champion from this season. We had the 50 truck of Mike Carroll, who was a past champion from last season. Catalina Schwartz won the All-Star race last season as well. She gets herself a berth. And then the rest were race winners. The 1 truck of Alvarez, 82 of Keith Hughes, 84 of Jason Donovan, 29 of Jess Hanna, the number 4 of Trip Chase, number 5 of Danielle Baker, 25 of Brody Walker, 26 Jennifer Johnson, 6 of Sean Cohen, and last but certainly not least, the 48 of Matt Moss. All right, so that's our field of 23 trucks. Going for double points here. If your favorite driver didn't make it, I apologize, but that's just how it is. Sometimes they just don't make the cut. But let's get into it. I think I'm gonna do random qualifying once again because 8 minutes for qualifying is just far too long. Let's do the race. Let's see how things kind of randomize and stack up. Looks like the 82 of Hughes sits on the pole, and our champion Chris McRae right there outside front row. Got 48 seconds before they get the cue to fire those engines up. Taking a look at the rest of the field, Matt Moss right there in third. We're gonna have a nice battle between Hughes and Mattitude. They fought all season, very close points battle at the end. Mattitude just barely edging Keith and the boys there. I think it's gonna take a little bit of luck to get out of this one alive to win the All-Star race. We're gonna bring up the caution on lap 20 and lap 40, and from there we will have our All-Star champion, and pretty much guaranteed a spot in the All-Star race for life if they are still in that series. Of course, it's not just gonna be like you can just transfer a driver into the trucks for one race. Basically from when the playoffs start onwards. Alright. Pace car's going at a nice speed now. Not too wild. Our champion, Chris McRae. Kind of going back to the way he finished. Strong. That Lucas Oil Dodge. First championship for Dodge probably since the 70s in NASCAR. Dodge never won a championship in their return in the early 2000s, unfortunately. It's too bad. I guess they did in the Truck Series. They won a few in the Truck Series. I was just thinking Cup. Here's a little piece of trivia. Can anyone tell me who the Dodge champion, or the first Dodge champion was in NASCAR, I guess, when they returned in the Truck Series. No Googling, please. Alright, here we go. Start of the All-Star race for Season 2 has begun. Keith Hughes with a solid start. Look at the four there of Trip Chase going right down to the bottom to stay with these two team owners and drivers right there, lined up nose to tail. The most dominant teams in their own equipment battling early in this all-star race. 23 trucks going for glory. Honors of the all-star race. Always bigger than I thought deserved, but hey man, if you can beat the best of the best in one race, I guess that's pretty cool. It was always the $1 million that I think kind of drove most of the excitement. Of course, this is only the Truck Series. $1 million is just ludicrous to offer for these guys. Two of Virginia Brock raced her way in earlier. Highest of those runners right now in 4th. Attitude and Hughes Motorsports both have 2 trucks in this one. Their third trucks failed to make the show in the open. Bit of a shocker. I thought they would probably dominate if anything, but couldn't catch a break. Yeah, good question, Matt. Will our driver contracts be specific to series? No, they will not. So if you sign, just let's use Virginia Brock for example. If Trishan signs her to a 3-year deal, 4-year deal, that will pretty much just go on for 3 or 4 seasons in general, whether if she moves up or down series, whatever you guys want to do. Alright. It's like Hughes Motorsports starting to form themselves up toward the front. Now 2 versus 1. Virginia Brock getting high there. Looks like she kind of got a little loose. Hughes throwing a little bit of a block on the 84, who had a massive run. Carson Hubbard making his way up the field nicely. See that other Matitude truck right there, that silver, red, and white. Number 5 of Baker. Comes Jennifer Johnson, race winner from last season. Very disappointing season beyond that win, I would say. She had some decent finishes here and there, but it was just far too inconsistent. Comes the number 1 of Alvarez. Everyone's silent pick to win the championship last season. Bit of a shocker at Phoenix. Comes Hughes making it 3 wide. Alvarez backs it out. And Hughes he throws a block on the 0 of Hubbard. Hubbard's going to lose out on that deal because of Hughes. Here comes Baker. our local super speedway queen. The girls fighting it out, Brock and Baker. Baker is climbing through the field a little bit. We have our other Baker in the field, Charles. Just won himself the All-Star Open. Obviously has a good truck under the behind the wheel there. He's a strong competitor. I think a lot of bad luck has plagued his seasons, but I'm sure that win will motivate him to get more. See the 33 there of Banks, who came in second in the Open. Looks like not much has changed since then. They're still nose to tail. Adelina Schwartz winning the All-Star race at Daytona last season. Still in the back here. Could be a good strategy just to hang back and let things kind of sort themselves through. Draft here is massive, so you can see the run Jess Hannah gets behind her. Of course, the draft works and the draft takes away. No help. See how fast Jess just loses those places. Two-time race winner last season, Jess Hannah. None of them at super speedways. Brody Walker in the field for this one. Won a exciting one last season. Nearly won at a road course season 1, but let's not rehash that one. Here comes Guerrero on the inside. These guys, I can tell they're kind of just hanging out. No need to wreck the equipment early in this one. Just kind of stay with the draft. Of course, the 6 here of Cohen kind of flirting with danger, falling about 3 seconds behind our leader. That's getting close to danger territory. 2 more laps, he might be able to lose the draft and still stay on the lead lap, but looks like everything's kind of strung out for now. These guys driving like professionals, not like the Open race. This is a very tame race so far early on. Matt Moss holding on to the lead with Donovan following close behind, pulling his team owner Hughes up on the high line behind them. Just see from this angle how spread out the field is for now. I've been going for it. Hughes gonna give him oh, maybe not. I thought Hughes would kind of help him get around there, but looks like Donovan still might have the position. Hughes Motorsport guys going on the inside, working together. Attitude staying on the outside. Baker staying with her owner. Good call there, but that's not going to get them anywhere. 2 trucks are not faster than 10. I've been throwing the block on the outside so Hughes can retake the lead. Things are starting to tighten up now, about halfway through stage 1. Packs a little bit more bunched together at the front. Still kind of spaced out at the back. I like the strategy of hanging out. You know what? Just for fun, I think I'll give $5,000 out to the segment winners tonight for the truck series. I'll do 10 for Xfinity. $5,000 for the segment winners of this race. We got 10 laps for $5,000. What do you guys say? Let's do it. Winner tonight will get $100,000 in their pocket. Well, looks like things are Getting a little closer. Oh, Baker, Donovan, and Hubbard getting together. Baker, what a save that was. And they're still wrecking. I see the 50 truck. Oh, wow, that was close. Looks like the 99 just barely avoiding the 50. That will cause a yellow. Oh, that's unfortunate for the 50. Let's go back and rewatch that. Looks like Hubbard got away nice, nice and clean there. That was lucky. Wow. Just things got a little bit tighter and closer once I mentioned the 5K, and yeah, you can see the 84 had nowhere to go, just being sandwiched in the middle. And then the one truck on the apron collecting the 50. Doesn't look like serious damage from the 50, but oh, 85 and the 29 getting together. But this 99 car or truck is the lucky contestant. There was some good avoidance there. See the smoke, he was hanging back, lost the draft, but that was probably a strategy. See the wreck happening in front of him, and of course what goes up must come down. Wow, that was close. Oh, very close avoidance. Yeah, Matt, that is correct. Don't forget, this is our finale race for online this season for both series. I can only imagine the wrecks that are going to happen in that one. It's like the 50 is going to take the world's longest tow here. That will probably take him out of contention, even if his truck is relatively undamaged. Glad this pace car speed much more slow, allowing these guys to actually make a pit stop and not lose the draft. Alright, Matt Moss making the first round of pit stops. Of course, these guys think that this race is still going for 40 more laps. But in hindsight, the segment is only about, I guess we'll have about 8 laps to go once we get going. Yeah, that 50 truck just taking service now. So, unfortunate, he's just barely going to lose a lap. I'd say by about 10 seconds or so. But maybe he can still get back on the lead lap. We saw the 41 almost do it in the open race earlier. 42 is gonna get off pit road first. Huge advantage there. Wow, that's gonna shake things up a bit. Everyone's kind of filing off nice and orderly. Go back racing next time by. Some trucks involved in the accident. Still in the pits getting some service. Like the 29, 1, 5, and the last truck on there is the 85 of Makarov. Looks like he's on his way, shedding some body work. Trying to find the 85 to see what he had to remove. Looks like it was a hood. Like some lucky fan's gonna... Oh, yellow caution lights are back on. That would signify some sort of accident. What happened? What happened that would have... See, that 50 truck has still a lot of hood damage. Yeah, the caution lights went back on. Was it something with the 5 truck, maybe? That's a strange one. Can't find a reason for those lights to go back on. They bunched up a little bit, but no contact was made. Huh. Alright, I guess we'll do an extra lap of caution, no problem. The drivers get the one to go now. We'll going green, I think, with about 7 laps to go. Still everyone's in contention here. I think the 50 truck, yeah, took that opportunity to shave off his hood as well, so that was a lucky break from the 50 to get some damage repaired. However, with that hood removed, that will probably eliminate Carroll's chances of winning the All-Star race, but Flow Car still has another horse in the field. That would be the 0 of Carson Hubbard, right now in 16th, but I think they have a faster truck than that. We shall see. Coming off of turn 4. Daniel Brock's gonna lead us back to green with about 7 to go in segment 1. Been pretty fast. She was fast in the open. Had a killer pit stop from her team. Here we go, back racing with the 42 leading and the 99 right there in second place. Sharp doing what he needs to do. 48 wants to lead back though, you can see. Was leading at the time of yellow. I don't think it'll be too much longer before he gets back up on front. I think he made that move a little too late there. Guy's staying low. Looks like he'll get the 42 after all. 82 wants to follow behind. Don't think he's going to clear the 18 in time. Oh, and he does. 82 and 48 back out on the lead. 82 showing some damage on the side there. I wonder if that's probably what caused our extended yellow. Huh. Interesting. Well, I'm sure Keith will get that fixed up by the next yellow flag. Just some side damage. It won't affect it too much, but need to extract every ounce of speed you can out of these things when you're doing close to 200 miles an hour. Things are going to start to tighten up a little bit coming to the end of the segment. $5,000 to the winner of segments 1 and 2. Just because I want to. We'll see who's hungry enough for it. It'll be hard to beat one of these two trucks. Got 5 to go now at the line. Here comes Trip Chase and Wright. 2 Toyotas looking for some lead lap action. Or laps led action, I guess. 84 of Donovan was involved in that wreck, kind of sandwiched between the 0 and the 30. Was it the 33? Oh, sorry, the 1 and the 0. Ooh, a lot of blocking going on. Daniel Brock going down on Schwartz on the straightaway to take away her momentum, and here comes the 5 truck of Baker. Oh, it was Baker. It was Baker. Sorry, I'm getting my races mixed up now. Lots of blocking. Look at the champ here, McRae, swerving left and right. These guys, they know it's go time. $5,000 isn't too much, but it helps. Every little bit helps. I think the rest of the field needs to start to get organized and try and tag team these two trucks up front because they are clearly very strong. Here comes Trip Chase, Banks, and the 5 truck. Gonna disrupt that low line's momentum. Baker making wasting no time getting back up front. Got about 3 laps to go now. Baker still with some side damage. You see some tire marks on the side of that truck. He shouldn't get it all fixed under that last caution. Don't have time to fix it still. One of the WK trucks riding around in the back, maybe not going for the segment win, but they know they probably will have a chance later on with the 10-lap shootout. Zero of Hubbard seems unusually slow right now. Has lost the draft. Peterson has lost the draft. Our one of our championship 4 drivers has lost the draft, sort of. And 29 we saw was involved in that wreck we had earlier. Yeah, Makarov likely won't stay on the lead lap before the end of this segment. Final lap now. Coming to lap 20, I'm going to throw the yellow momentarily. Looks like this pack has kind of disrupted the 2-car tandem of the 82 and 48. We're going to see, does Makarov hold these guys up at all? Slowed down the 48. Here comes Keith Hughes on the inside. I'm going to throw the yellow flag before I forget. Oh, that's not how you spell yellow. There we go. Yellow flag is out. These guys know it's go time, racing to lap 20. Got Hughes Motorsports 2 and 3. Are they going to work together? Does not look like it. Donovan wanting to go for more. And I think Matt Moss is going to be able to hold these guys off and get that 5K bonus. He is the winner of segment 1. Going to Matitude Motorsports. Matitude Motors, sorry. That was a pretty close finish for $5 grand. Guys all gonna settle down, lower their adrenalines, and come back for segment 2. Had about 15 cars in that pack. Still 15 drivers seem to be up to speed. Carroll out ahead, doesn't have much of a chance. He's a lap down. At least he's not alone now. The 85 has also lost a lap. These guys just kind of coasting, waiting for the pace truck to catch up, and they will likely make a pit stop. I'm not sure we're going to see pit stops at the end of segment 2 with 10 to go. This may be the last time we see these guys make pit stops. Who knows? Take a look at our fastest lap so far. The 25 truck of Brody Walker with a 55.49. Interesting choice for that 48 to not pit under caution. 82 will pit, probably to fix that damage mostly. Only 4 takers on this this caution. 82 electing to get rid of some track position in order to make his truck even faster for segment 2. Hopefully he's able to stay in the lead pack here. That's a terrible camera angle. guys with further back pit stalls finished already. 82 gonna fix that damage, so he'll probably take a little longer. Yep. Still gets in front of 3 other trucks though. Now they'll catch up to the field, who is not even on the backstretch yet. No trouble. They coming now around turn 2. It will merge. Now we'll see if this 50 truck will cause any issues for our drivers in the back. A little bit off pace. The 85 is 2 trucks ahead of them. See if some of these guys can not lose the draft. You don't want to lose it this early in the stage. You want to eventually just keep it maybe until comfortably around maybe 8 laps to go, and then you could probably lose the draft and still keep your lap. You see a lot of the trucks further back that have posted the fastest lap. The 5 truck, who was further back, I mean, to make up quite a few spots fast. Here we go. The start for segment 2 is about to begin. We are green flag racing. 84 of Donovan up to second now since Keith Hughes made that pit stop. 33 has been strong all night, including the open. Finished second there. Made his way up to the front of the All-Star race. This could be a Cinderella story in the making here for this 33 truck of Daniel Banks. McRae, our champion. We're fighting for a top 5 spot right now. Here comes Baker. Down low and aggressive. She's had to climb her way up and through the field a couple times already this evening. Gonna push the 61 past the 7. And dumps him. Looks like that was a bad move because she's going to lose the draft and about 2 spots in the process. All back in line. Get that draft back and some more speed. Crazy, you can lose 2 positions without draft in just half a straightaway. You don't have any help. And 84 holding strong up front. 48 has been the class of the field today. Let's see where our other strong competitor is at. Looks like they did get stuck behind those cars a little bit. 82 struggling now to keep pace with our lead pack. Looks like these guys are fighting for 14th onwards. They're about 2-3 seconds behind the main pack, so they will need a yellow to catch up. Keith Hughes now with some damage on the left side of his truck. Had it on the right before, if I'm not mistaken. Now he's got it on the left. Just can't steer clear of some damage. Oh no, he still has it on the right side as well, so now he's got damage on the left, so that'll slow him down even more. I thought he got that fixed on the pit stop. I guess they couldn't bang that out. I don't think these trucks are particularly slow. I think they kind of just got held up behind the 85 and the 50 on that restart. They are extremely slow. 99 is slow as well. The 80 just doesn't seem to have the pace he had in the open. 25 relatively slow too. I don't recall these guys being involved in any accident, but they've lost the draft twice now, so there's a certain time where it's not a coincidence anymore. Jennifer Johnson also with these guys the last time. But here is our main pack. 38 and 84 still up front, 33 close behind. These three trucks now appear to be the fastest on the track. Banks trying desperately to get around these guys, but without any help, it's going to be very difficult. Trying again. Ooh, Makarov, the lap truck being used as a pick from the 33. Excellent maneuvering there. That'll be one truck out of the way for the 33. 84 of Donovan is just getting smoked on the outside. There is nothing he can do there. This truck's just filing on the inside. No room to go. And 84 could potentially lose this draft here because of this. Doesn't get around soon. We'll see if he can catch up, but the field's well strung out now, and I don't think it'll be too much longer before they catch the 50. And Carroll just entering turn 1 now. 2 seconds to go, I think, before they catch the 50. That might shake the leaders up once more, but now it's the 84 still, or sorry, I keep calling it the 84. 48 of Matt Moss still up front, but the 84 of Donovan has lost this pack now. Another strong contender out of the way for the rest of this field. 33 and 7 looking strong. 18's been pretty strong in this race so far, winning his way from the open. Adrian Wright, no stranger to winning races in this series, but he hasn't won in a season now. If he won at Coda last season, moved that track from the schedule. He didn't win this season. Here's Mike Carroll now. And here comes Adrian Wright up to second. Lisa Racing using similar paints in all their trucks. The camo, just change the colors up a little bit. 33 of HRI, also using similar paint scheme for all their trucks. Just mixing up the colors. All very bright paints. We all know how Dave Grubb likes his equipment bright as possible. Lap 30 now. Segment 2 competition caution coming out at lap 40. Setting us up for a nice 10-lap sprint. Will the one truck be able to stay on the lead lap? He's about half a lap down now, so it's going to be very close. But still 20 trucks on the lead lap. About 7 in this pack here for contention to win 5K. 84 truck is leading that second group. Only 3 of them there. They'll probably lose more time before this session's over with. Got another 5-car pack, sorry, right here. Guess these guys are just kind of hanging on to finish the segment. They have enough trucks there, they'll be fine. And yeah, looking very promising that one of these 7 trucks in your picture frame right now will win another 5K from the commissioner. A 5 truck, not nearly as strong as she looked before, but still right up there. She's got some damage on the side there. It's hard to tell with the scheme she's got, but on the left side you can kind of see it's a little bit darker on the right side of that 5. That does mean she has some damage. Probably get a better look at it right here. McAvoy getting shuffled back a little bit now. Chip Chase making his way back up. Chip Chase drives for Sovatech Motorsports. Sovatech having a great season for Xfinity and trucks. Getting a couple wins here and there. Got each manufacturer in this top 7 right now. Chevy winning the manufacturer title in season 2 for trucks. Ford coming up just a little bit short in their effort. Got about 2 Dodges, 2 Toyotas, 2 Chevys, and 1 Ford in this pack. Lap 33, going to lap 40 before I throw a caution. Winner of this segment will be $5,000 richer. Gold hard cash, and then the winner of the All-Star race after lap 50 will win 100 grand. Use it towards anything you like. They come up on the 85 car, and oh, this is gonna push them. Oh my god, that was very close. 33 and 61, nearly getting into the 48. And Matitude Motorsports getting hung out on the high side with the 4 of Chip Chase. And Matt has lost the lead for the first time this segment. And we're gonna have some pit stops here. Uh-oh. Are these the guys that didn't pit after segment 1? Could be. We might have a surprise winner after this. This is going to be very interesting. It could all cycle through, but I'm not exactly sure, to be honest. 33 takes the lead from the 61. McRae leading that last lap. This is 48 already back with the 5 truck to take over the lead. Here they come. But the 48 did not pit that last time by, so if we're going to start to see pit stops, it's going to be very soon. Oh boy. This will spice things up. 48 right back up front. This truck is very strong today, and here come the leaders on pit road. All 5 trucks in that first pack are pitting. It's going to be very interesting because I remember Keith Hughes did not pit. Or sorry, he pit at the end of that segment. 4 trucks pit. So could we see potentially 4 trucks on the lead lap after segment 2? I am not able to give laps back. Unfortunately, I have tried. These player trucks don't register. Oh, and the 4 and the 1 truck get involved, and the 48. Oh my god, this is going to destroy. There's some damage now on the 48 truck and the 4 for sure. 48 getting a tow. Oh my god, that's going to ruin his race. Wow, the strongest truck of the day involved in a pit accident. Not of his fault. Oh, Matt, that one stings a little bit. We gotta find a leader here. I don't know who's leading this one anymore. I am totally confused. Let's see who crosses the line in first place. I can only imagine what Matt is typing right now. Maybe he looked away, he thought this was in the bag. 48 still showing as the leader, but that's not possible. 23 up front. Francisco Guerrero leading this one by 7 seconds over the 99 of Billy Sharp. 42 fighting for lead lap right now. This is going to help the 23. '82 and 99. 82 a lap down. Maybe he took a bit longer in his pit stop to fix that damage. Thank God for stages, because this race would probably be over. 99 and the 82 catching the 23. Oh, and the 50 is going to kind of break that tandem up. Oh, that's going to kill Billy Sharp's momentum. 99 should still be able to keep up with the 82, but look at this monstrous pack, the 33. These guys were all kind of the lead pack before these pit stops. They're now about 18 seconds behind the leader. Car doesn't look to be too affected from that contact with the one truck during those pit stops, but we're nearing the end of the stage. I don't think it's going to be enough time for the 23 to lose this one. Got a couple lap trucks now, including the 82 Keith Hughes. Very strong start for the 82. Tapered off a little bit, and that 48 truck is still on the lead lap, if you can believe it. Right there, he's got a pack to tandem with. Just ride out the rest of this stage. That's an incredible job from that 48 team to take pit service and tow the truck and stay on the lead lap. Thankfully, this track is hella long. Helping these guys out a bunch. All right, approaching the white flag on stage 2. Francisco Guerrero coming off turn 4 now. Is he going to let some of these guys get their laps back? You can see right here the 42 and 45 are a lap down. 29 of Just Hannah, not very fast. I think he'll probably stay a lap down, but the 42 and 45 may be able to keep their laps. I just see, ooh, yellow flag came out. I did not throw that. Like this will be our stage. Right here. Wonder what happened. Oh, I see smoke. There was an accident, and I did not throw the yellow. Alvarez, yeah, definitely costing some money. So it looks like Francisco Guerrero is going to be our stage winner. Can't really stop these guys from pitting, so I'm gonna go ahead and call this one as it is. It's 5K to Francisco Guerrero and Hustlers Racing Incorporated. Congrats to the 23 for a solid second segment. Kind of getting lucky there. we'll go back and see what caused this yellow. But let's use the pace car as our marker from point of caution, because that's usually the best way to do it. All right. Oh, can't really get the spot here, can I? There we go. Right, yellow was thrown there. I think I saw some smoke on the backstretch, and it was the 5 truck of Baker. Just getting too close to the 7 of McAvoy. 33 getting some damage there. You saw the hood kind of come up a little bit, pushing her out of the way, but the 5 truck gets away pretty clean, all things considered. So, that is your cause of caution. No takers on pit road. Oh wait, no, sorry. Just the 23 truck. 23.99. That's it. Those guys didn't pit during the segment, I don't believe, so they were 1 and 2. That'll leave the 4 car here of Trip Chase as your leader, starting the 10-lap shootout. I think, yeah, I definitely think so. Matt's saying there's going to be green flag stops at the end. I mean, okay, most of them pit around lap 30-ish. Pit window is 22 laps, so anyone who pit around before lap 30 is probably screwed. If you pit after, you should be fine on fuel, at least anyway, by my testing. The open race, I had it at 2x. I didn't change it to 1x. That was my fault, but there was a lot of cautions anyway, so plenty of opportunity for these guys to refuel. Guys that pit with like 5 to go, that was on them. 23 and 99 are going to start at the rear of this field. This is going to be very interesting because this 50 truck is going to be very slow. Looking for the 85 and the 1, they're slow as well. We might have a pretty spread out restart here. And where did the 99 go? Oh, 99 stuck on the apron. That's unfortunate for Sharp. He was having a good race. We are green flag racing once again. If we can get a quick yellow, these guys will be back on the lead lap. 82, 29, 45, and 42 all fighting to stay on the lead lap. They are at the tail end. 82 could do it, I think. Doesn't get held up, of course. Was fast, but might have gotten some more damage that we didn't see. Here comes the 4 through the field, making quick work of some of these lap trucks. Got Catalina Schwartz entering the picture. She won the last All-Star race. Here she is, trying to go for first place. To see how things kind of shaped up. Looks like the 51 and 85 all kind of got through the field without causing too much of a headache for some of these guys. E4 was trying to make something happen on the outside. Has to get back in line there. Here comes the 80 or the 48 of Matt Moss back into the picture. Truck was so dominant in stages 1 and 2, kind of fell down from that pit stop, not of his fault. But here he is. It didn't take him long at all to get back up here. But, 2 Toyotas up front right now. Keith Hughes holding on to the tail end of this lead lap. Praying for a caution to come out soon to stay back in contention. You see that truck is still pretty fast. But looks like he might lose the lap here on the high side. A lot of trucks down low fighting for it. Rip Chase leading this one late. 18 of Wright getting held up now by the 82. Here comes the 25 truck of Brody Walker, staying back the whole race. Just kind of held back the whole time, and here he is right at the end, fighting for second place now. Getting pushed with Jennifer Johnson, who was also kind of back there. And that 80 truck also, looks like those three had the same strategy going into this one. All fighting for the lead near the end. Turning up the wick, as they say. If this works out, that'll be an excellent strategy. You'd almost think they were human. Here he goes, Brody Walker to the lead. Gonna have help on the low line and the middle line. But looks like that high line just has too much momentum. Being pushed from that 82 truck. Keith Hughes just really needed to get back on the lead lap. Hoping for a quick yellow here once he's back up front. Yeah, Keith, what's it worth to you, man? What's that accidental yellow worth to you? Telling Matt yesterday, my PayPal account is always open. I'm a very corrupt commissioner for the right price. There you go. You can throw a Daytona road course yellow. I could say there's some rain on the track. Or leading the 25, 69 now looking low. Schwartz gonna get down on his inside. Yes, she will. Here comes the 99. Billy Sharp, a little off the pace. No drafting help. He's going to be very slow, but that truck isn't necessarily slow. Just, you can see the speed difference with draft and without draft. He's just passing him like he's standing still now. Here comes the 61, and the 42 is a lap down, so she's also fighting for her lap back. She might even get it. If we get a yellow, it looks like she'll resume the... Oh no, Schwartz puts up the block. Don't want those guys to take your inside. Things starting to heat up now with 5 to go. Here comes the 6 truck. I think the 6 truck... No, 6 truck is on the lead lap. Another Galiza Racing entry. See the camo on Cohen. Coming up late in this race. Matt Moss struggling a little bit to make his way through the field. Not as easy now when drivers are fighting till the end. Not getting much help from his teammate either. Baker might be a little bit damaged now. She's lost the pack. But we got 13 trucks in this pack, all fighting on the lead lap. And here comes Matt Moss now. He must have heard me. See an anger in his eyes from that pit stop. And here he goes, Matt Moss to the lead, getting pushed with the 82. 82 is going to quickly duck low. And nobody's going to go with the 82. Matt Moss on the inside of the 69. He's going to get all the help. And here comes the 85 to jumble up the order. Oh, that's going to slow everyone down on the high side. 48 back to the lead comfortably. Here comes the 23, our segment 2 winner. Guerrero right there. I don't think they would have lost the pack. Close. 82 now looking to pass the 48. Getting help with his teammate Donovan. If these two can just work together, leading, giving Hughes the push to get his lap back. Maybe Donovan staying right behind him, leading this one. Now would be a perfect time for a yellow for this 82. Donovan is not going to go with that strategy. It looks like he's going to stay. Yeah, I think he's going to fall right back in line. Maybe not. Got 3 laps to go now. 84 has taken the lead. 18 and 48 also in the running. 48 is strong though. Once you give him a sniff of the lead, he's going to take it. It gets very hard to make passes when the pack thins out this much, but you can see the second pack is starting to catch them again. Led by this 80 car of Baker. Charles Baker, that is. Here's the 25 truck coming up now. Those two are teammates. Schwartz, Chase, all very strong trucks. A lot of these trucks have led at one point or another. They should catch this pack before this race is over. 2 laps to go now. 84 leading the 48. And Keith Hughes kind of mess up Matt Moss's strategy of making a late race pass. Never want to see a lap car take any fun or excitement away from this lead battle, but oh, looks like the one truck is going to be a pick for the 48. Matt Moss now resumes the lead. Man, this is getting crazy. Here comes the 18 of Adrian Wright now to the lead, with Schwartz right behind Wright. Coming off of turn 4 to take the white flag. 48 gets shuffles down to 3rd. And we got another slow truck. Mike Carroll coming up. He's going to play a factor for these guys. Here comes the 48 right back on the 18. Uses a pick again. Matt Moss is using these lap cars to his advantage. Just trying to see how far away Makarov is, but final lap now. Matt Moss well out front. This could either be an advantage or disadvantage. We're going to see how much the closing rate is with Catalina Schwartz coming up to Matt. You want to stay right there. Here she comes. She going to go back-to-back all-star race wins. 25 electing to stay with the 48 up high. 2 teammates behind. Here comes the 69 and 23 with the 84 on the low side. Schwartz now to the lead, coming off of turn 4. Is Guerrero going to get a run off there? Is Donovan going to get the run? Nope. Schwartz is going to go back-to-back on the All-Star races. Wow. Congratulations to Catalina Schwartz. In her sophomore season, did not win a race in season 2. Call it a sophomore slump. She didn't even make the playoffs. But hell, she rebounds nicely with a repeat All-Star victory. 23 of Guerrero winning stage segment 2. Finishing second. Donovan up front all day long, getting 3rd. Matt Moss falls down to 4th, leading the final lap by a large chunk going into turns 1 and 2, finishing 4th. That is disappointing to say the least, but a lot better finish than what he would have been at the pit stop marker in segment 2. So I'm sure he'll be okay with a top 5. Adrian Wright, very fast at the end of this one, getting a top 5. And how about that WK entry of Charles Baker, the open winner, getting a nice 6th place finish. Good job for those guys there. The 4 of Trip Chase, you're gonna think that one was one that got away from him. He finished probably what he would think is a disappointing I'm just reading the comments, sorry. Keith Hughes with a lot of Chase Elliott's out there tonight. Yeah. Trip Chase, that's a disappointing 7th place finish. Brody Walker, good job there, getting a top 10. That strategy between the 80, 25, and 26 worked like a treat tonight. Johnson losing the draft because of the many slower trucks out there, but not one DNF. Can you believe it? From all the DNFs we had in the open race to not one in this one. A couple of accidents, however. Disappointing finishes from Hannah Alvarez. Billy Sharp was right up there in segment 2, falling 2 laps down at the start of the 3rd one. Mike Carroll, Makarov were out of contention pretty early, and we're just moving chicanes for the rest of this one. But Wow, that was a pretty exciting race, I must say. I think we picked a good venue for the All-Star race here. Of course, probably change it for the next one. Just keep it, exciting and dramatic. We'll do the Xfinity race probably not tonight. This took a little bit longer than I thought it would. Kind of run out of time here, but maybe even later tonight if I'm not too tired. But we could also always do it tomorrow at some point. But I will get this done by tomorrow night at the very latest, so we'll have our Xfinity Series All-Star winner by then. But yeah, pretty exciting race, I must say. That was a lot better than I thought it would. I was a little concerned at the open. I thought I made a little bit of a mistake, but I think this was exciting. We'll do it all again soon for the Xfinity guys. It'll be the same laps and segments and all that, so nothing will change there. The Open will be 20 laps. All-Star will be 50. And yeah, so hope you guys all enjoyed this. We'll see you for the Xfinity All-Star race shortly. And enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you in the online race if you guys are there for that. If not, you can always watch on Irvin's stream on Twitch. And we'll see you for the next one. Take care.